Okay, good morning everybody, it's Mike. Thanks for joining me this morning. Hey, yesterday we started a conversation that was really based in part off of something James Clear said in his book, Atomic Habits, right? He says this, now watch, this is gonna make some of you really mad. So let's just start Tuesday that way. Some of you are gonna get really irritated with this, mostly because it's gonna strike a little too close to home for you and you don't like that. But see, I don't care. I'm just here to help you get better every day. If you like me while you're getting better, great. If you don't like me when you're getting better, oh well, you're still getting better. So there you go. There's my whole business philosophy right there for you. James Clear says in his book, professionals stick to the schedule. Amateurs let life get in the way. Like that makes me pull over in my car and just sit there and think about that for a little bit. Professionals stick to the schedule. Amateurs let life get in the way. What am I? Am I a professional or am I an amateur? I don't know. Let's see how I run my day. So we talked about how we start the day every day so that we can stick to the schedule, right? And I talked to you yesterday, remember, about reverse engineering your morning. Well, what time do I get up every morning? Well, reverse engineer that, right? Don't start with what time you want to get up in the morning. Start with what time you feel. Watch, the key word is you. What time you feel you need to arrive for work. Maybe you're working from home, maybe you're working out of an office. It doesn't really matter. What time you feel you need to show up and start your business day. Now work backwards. And remember, for me, I talked about, okay, well, I want 30 minutes it takes me to get to work. I like to work out of an office. It takes me 1 hour to get dressed and eat breakfast. It takes me 90 minutes to complete my exercise program in the morning. I like to spend 30 minutes with a cup of coffee, reading, and spiritual time with my God. All that reverses back to I need to get up at 4:30 every morning. Do I want to get up at 4:30? Of course I don't. That's stupid. Nobody likes to. But to live the life I said was important, to get all the activities in that I said were important, that's what I have to do. Now, we just keep reverse engineering that, because if I stay up too late, am I likely to get up at 4:30 every morning? Of course not. So I think I need about 6 to 6.5 hours worth of sleep every night. You might need more, you might need less. I think 6 hours is about right for most adults. But whatever you feel like you need to do, that tells me what time I need to go to bed. So for me, in order to get up at 4:30 every day, I need to go to bed by 10. And if I get up at 4:30 and I implement these activities, I am here and prepared for work by 8 a.m. every morning. Now today, what do I do once I'm here? And I think this is something that a lot of us are struggling with. Okay, Mike, smart guy, I'm here, now what? Well, here's what. Today, once you start your business day, so under my analogy, you change the times to fit your life and your priorities. I'm not saying that mine should be yours. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying you should establish what yours are. But in my analogy, I'm here ready to start my business day at 8 a.m. Okay, now here's what I want you to do. This is so important. This is so important, I'm willing to say this. This is everything. Miss this and you miss it all. Today, I want you to hold the first 3.5 hours of your business day for only 2 things. And I want you to do anything other than these 2 things for the first 3.5 hours of each business day. Number 1, administrative activities. I do acknowledge, of course I do, I'm an agent just like you are. There are administrative activities. There are messages and emails that you need to respond to. There's offers that you need to write, negotiate, amendments that need to get done, closing details. I get all of that. And I also get that too often, too many of us hide inside that stuff and allow it to take up our whole day. No. Every morning, I want you to hold the first 3.5 hours. 1 hour of the 3.5 I want donated exclusive to administrative activities. And I'm going to show you how I do this in just a second. The other 2.5 hours are donated strictly to marketing activities. I don't want you out showing homes. I don't want you out running errands, meeting photographers, doing inspections. Don't do any of that stuff in the morning. Hold your mornings. Critical concept. Hold your mornings for 2 activities, administrative and marketing. So if I start my business day at 8 a.m., here's how I do it. It worked pretty good for me. You might think about it. The first 30 minutes on administrative. So if I arrive, I'm ready for work by 8 a.m., the first 30 minutes until 8:30 I spent on an administrative task. Messages, emails, offers, contracts, that kind of stuff. I've got 30 minutes to get all that stuff done. That's almost more than enough time every day. The next 2.5 hours, so it's 8:30 now. The next 2.5 hours are spent exclusively on marketing myself. You can call it prospecting, marketing, I don't care what you call it, but I've got to make sure that I don't become the best real estate agent nobody knows about. So 8:30, I'm done with the first part of my administrative task. The next 2.5 hours are spent strictly on marketing. That makes it 11 a.m. Does that make sense? You following the math? Now the second 30 minutes of my administrative time from 11 to 11:30, I'm catching back up on stuff that's happened during the morning while I was completing my marketing activities, right? You with me? Okay, it's now 11:30. I now have the entire rest of the afternoon for appointments, other activities. You can do whatever you want. It's 11:30. You can go do whatever you want. You can go to the movies, I guess, if you want to. You've got the rest of the day. I just want you to hold the mornings. Could you do that? Could you do that every day, Monday through Friday? And if you did, if you held to that schedule for the mornings, 5 days a week, and you stack those weeks on top of each other, what do you think would start to happen? Would you be getting better at getting your message out there? Would you be more organized? Would you be more out ahead of the day? Folks, that's it. Rinse and repeat that every day for the next 6 months, and then come tell me what's happened. And that's how we go out and we make it happen today.